Hey guys, what's up? In this video, we're gonna talk about Alpha using the Skypiercer build. I know I've made a lot of videos telling you not to use Skypiercer on Alpha, but I tried it again and honestly it surprised me. It actually feels really good to use, and you'll see that in today's gameplay. Before anything else, I want to apologize for not uploading consistently, and for those of you waiting for new heroes to be featured on this channel, just hang on a little bit longer. Maybe when this season ends, Moonton will drop some exciting updates, so let's just wait and see. I know some of you are tired of seeing Alpha videos, but please bear with me for now, okay? Anyway, let's get started. Well, as you can see, I ended up using Alpha again. Actually, this was the very first hero I used in my very first video, and he's also the hero that can literally carry me through a game. That's why I really like Alpha. Yeah, he can get a bit repetitive sometimes, but when it comes to heroes that can hard carry a team, Alpha is the one I'm most confident to show off. As you can see, I didn't use my ultimate right away. I poked him first before using it because that style is really effective when you're trying to gank a tanky hero just like earlier with that Uranus. I know I probably shouldn't be asking this anymore, but I really want to know if a lot of you are still waiting for Alpha videos, because if many of you want it, I can make more Alpha content again. Just let me know in the comment section if you want to see more, and if you don't, that's totally up to you. And here they tried to contest the turtle, but I didn't let them do it. Guys, I always say this, if you can't win the turtle contest, don't force it. You might end up getting picked off just like what happened to them here. And the worst part for them is I managed to invade. At this point, you can already tell that we're the ones dominating the game. You can clearly see it from the early game alone. That's why right here, I decided to build Skypiercer. But I think I got a little too confident here, and they managed to pick me off. But it doesn't really matter, because I already knew we were ahead in the early game. How do I know? Simple, the first thing you should always look at is your jungler. If your jungler can't even complete their jungle creeps, not even one, that means they're already getting delayed. I actually got that idea from Oh My Venus, one of the most famous Mobile Legends players here in the Philippines. That's why if you notice in all my jungler gameplay videos, I really love invading. It all comes from that idea. If you manage to invade and steal even just one jungle creep from the enemy, that alone is already a huge advantage. But take note, you should only invade when the conditions are right. First, the enemy jungler should already be picked off or dead. Second, if not, then at least you should have your roamer with you. And third, you need to be handsome. Just kidding, you just need someone nearby to back you up. They managed to take the turtle here, but that's completely fine. I see so many players who immediately blame the jungler just because they didn't secure a turtle or missed a retribution. Don't do that, guys. If your jungler fails, try motivating them instead. Trust me, they'll play even better if you support them rather than trash talking them, because once you start flaming your own jungler, the whole game falls apart, and most of the time, that's exactly how you end up losing. My rotation here was a bit off because I rotated first in the X lane. Ideally, the gold lane should first. One of the most important rotations is always making sure your gold lane goes first, because that hero is the one who gives your team a late game advantage. If your gold lane gets fed in the early game, there's a big chance you won't win in the late game. But like I said, it all depends on your situation. For example, if you rotate in the X lane first, it's okay, just don't forget about your gold laner. Oh, and by the way, in case you're planning to build Skypiercer on Alpha, make sure you first complete your War Axe and Boots. Never, ever build Skypiercer as your first item on any hero, whether it's a jungler or a marksman. Always build your core items first, then Skypiercer can come second. I have one more question. Is it really that hard to push the mid lane? I see so many mages who can barely push the mid lane, and I just want to understand why. Sometimes the mid tower ends up being the last one to fall. I'm not sure if it's because some mages don't push properly, or if it's just naturally harder to push in the mid lane. And during a clash, I don't immediately use Alpha's ultimate, even though the cooldown is fast. I like to wait until I can set it up properly. It's better to use Alpha's ultimate when the enemies are grouped closely together. Once you really know your hero and are confident using them, you can almost feel whether you're going to win or lose a game. You can already see the signs from the early game. The only exception is if the enemy has heroes that are very strong in the late game. But even then, you can usually tell right away if they have heroes like Sicilian, Aldous, or Glue. Those are the kinds of heroes that can make a strong comeback later in the game. Nana is also one of the heroes I really dislike in this game, and I know many of you feel the same, especially Nana with Flame Shot. But the key is to always watch her passive carefully. Don't just leave your position immediately. You see, even though I wasn't in the clash, my teammates still managed to wipe out the enemies, all because we had the advantage from the early game and carried it into the mid game. A big part of that also comes from our successful invades. So if you want to rank up faster next season, start practicing invading the enemy jungler's creeps. That's one of the key reasons you can speed up your rank progression. Speaking of ranks, congratulations to the players who ranked up this season, and to those who didn't and are still in the lower ranks, it's okay, no problem. Just keep learning about the game and turn your losses into lessons. I know you can do it, and I also know that when the time comes, your ranks will rise too. Here, I made a mistake when I entered. I think I got a little too greedy and I got picked off. One of the reasons some players lose is because their teammates are too greedy, so I hope you can learn a lesson from this. It was a big mistake on my part. I also don't want to cut this part because I want you to see it and learn from it. I once read a comment saying that I shouldn't cut my mistakes so others can learn from them, so I'm making sure to show everything. We all make mistakes, but the important thing is to turn those mistakes into lessons. That way, next time you'll play correctly and improve faster. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Just always remember, don't build Skypiercer too early. If you're playing Alpha, get your War Axe first, then Skypiercer second. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like, and let me know in the comment section if I missed anything. Thank you again, and keep grinding.